and there's probably nobody here yet, but I had a little problem with the orientation of the phone and little connection issues. But I'm here now, and Chris will be here in about 10 minutes. So I just wanted to make sure I was on the live, so I didn't have him on and off and on and off, and something else go wrong. We will wait for Chris and see if anybody will join us. Let me see if I can figure this out. Not what I need. All messages are visible. There we go. Okay, hey. Hi, Dee. How are you today? Nice to see you. So while we're waiting for about 15 minutes, he had things come up, some heat issues. His heat is not working in his apartment, and it's cold in New York. It's not super cold, but yeah, in the morning he really needs it. So yeah, we're going to discuss surviving the holidays, some tips on what to do, and when you're during the meal, before, after, all that kind of thing. And I'm looking forward to it. I'll tell you that when I made my short yesterday, I said, "Oh, I'm going to film it and get it out, and then I can just rest for the rest of the evening and not forget to put something on." And it was kind of interesting because I ended up not being hungry for the dinner that I had already uploaded that I was going to have. I ended up only having just the fruit, not the yogurt, but oh well. Anyway, I am down 0.1 pound today, even though I had starch, because I guess it was sweet potato and I didn't overdo it, and I had just basically one meal and a little bit of fruit later on. So yeah, I was kind of happy about that. Although I couldn't get the scale number to show up, and I guess I had a little issue, but I'm going to put both up on this short tonight, so you'll see the one from yesterday and the one from today. But anyway, I'm so close to that, 8 pounds to go, but I have 0.2 pounds to lose before I can say 8 pounds yet to go before the end of end of the year. So, and I made of course, a video about how I was taking the pressure off of me, and I have to tell you that has made me feel great. Aw, thank you for the hearts. Hi, Jessica. How are you today? Yeah, so I enjoy having that pressure off, to have this much off and that much off and all of that, because you know how that goes. You just you just don't realize that things are going to come up that are going to make it even more challenging. But Chris is going to talk about what we can do, and Jessica says hello. Oh, another Jelvin. Hi, nice to see you as well. So yeah, so while we're waiting for him, is any challenges that you guys have? We can have them already in the chat, and then when Chris shows up, it should work out well. Anything? Nope. Okay. Well, anyway, so he's going to be here in a few minutes, and let me see, what time do I? And so we've got about 5 more minutes to go. Yeah, thank you for the like. If you want to put a like on, that would be great too. Hi, Nikki. How are you? It's so good to see you as well. Yeah, it's gonna be about another 5 minutes before Chris is here. He had a few issues. His heat isn't working in his apartment, and thank you for the hearts. And so he's delayed a little bit. And so anyway, yeah, I mean, these monkey wrenches come up, and I'm learning, you know what? I have choices. I can plan ahead for it. There are things I can do. There are ways of handling it and what to eat and choices that I make, and sometimes, and just not letting it bother you, taking it in stride, enjoy within a certain limit. If, that's what I finally realized is, so maybe I only get to 99 pounds lost by the end of the year. Okay, well, that's pretty close, right? I'll get the rest of it off by, right after the new year if I don't get it there. But so I take the pressure, and I may get more off, right? And that's the way it is with everybody. We decide. So Nikki, tell us in the chat, how do you survive the holidays? Tell it, because you must have a lot of people around that you entertain. How do you I know you don't have Thanksgiving, but how do you handle everything around? Yeah, everything around the Christmas time and New Year's. Try not to put pressure on yourself, my friend. Okay, the destination really is now. Life is for living. Thanksgiving is one day. Enjoy it, and then go back to it. You've got this. Okay, right. It's one day. Now, of course, I had another monkey wrench for it. It's like, oh, we're going to have appetizers when you come on Wednesday night because I'm going to Kansas. I live in Colorado, and Kansas is the next state over. For those of you who don't live in the U.S. or don't are well familiar with where Colorado is. Anyway, okay, all right. Well, I can plan for this. So I'm going to be extra good and just have fruit. When I travel, I usually don't eat really water or something like that. It's just easier for me. Then I don't have to stop anywhere, worry about my stomach being upset or, whatever. That's going to be easy. I'm going to just not eat until I'm there, and then I'll just be careful. So yeah, it's just one day. You know, like a lot of people, some of us celebrate both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and it's like, yeah, it's not as much fun, right? I think that's probably what I end up doing. Um, so, Nikki, what is your favorite the two Jessicas and D? What are some of your favorite foods during the holidays? I'm curious to know. I would say that the very special cookies that people make that one time a year. Most of the candy I can do without. I do like my own homemade peppermint, but I can do without the fudge. That's something I. But some of those cookies, some of those special cookies, really, you know, they're just special. So it's like, okay, don't have all the. Let's see, nobody's saying anything. Okay. Oh, D, cookies and pie plus mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm right with you on that one. That all the good stuff, right? Yeah. Um, Mashed potatoes are really delicious. Potatoes, so I usually have them at Thanksgiving because I don't like the way they're made. Um, but I'm finding ways of eating sweet potatoes that I do like, and I'm finding that it doesn't bloat me as much as regular potatoes. So I had a short on a sweet potato scramble yesterday that had sausage. It was a little bit different than the other one I had. It had sausage and the sweet potatoes and a little bit of onion and all of that. What is going on? Okay, ready. All right. Let's see if he can hear. Um, let's see if he will show up. It should say join. Anyway, so I'm finding ways of eating sweet potatoes, and they didn't bloat me last time. I says, Nikki says, "Oh, Margie, I love most naughty food and love snacking. I try to remember that little pickets wear big knickers." That's funny. That's funny. I I'm wondering where he is. Oh, okay. Here he goes. We're adding him here. Should come up any moment now. There he is.
Hey,
Hi, Chris.
12:15. Looking good. Let me just settle down. You like my Christmas sweater? You like it?
I do. I like it very much.
I
Looks
could not
good.
when my sister
Hey,
bought this.
Eve.
When my sister bought the Hey Eve. When my sister bought this for me, Margie, two
Uh-huh.
Christmases ago, I could not fit in it. Look at it now. Could not fit in.
It,
Could not fit.
it
In other
looks
words,
great.
I have to suck in my stomach so I can look as good as you. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's like,
Let me see if I can. There we go. Now we're more matched.
let me get comfortable. I can hear you better if I slap on the technology.
Okay. All right.
Do you have
We
earphones
were-
also?
No, the earbud things I can't get them to quite work, but I can hear pretty well, so I think I'm
Yeah, just
okay.
a little bit. I can hear your golden voice.
Aw.
There you are. What's up? My favorite.
We were just talking about our favorite foods and things like that, and I was mentioning how I actually did really well in sweet potatoes. You know, and as you know, it's like I actually went down 0.1 pounds, so I'm like, yay!
You must have a great coach.
I think so. He's also handsome, but yeah.
I'm in such a good mood today, not only because I'm seeing Margie, and Margie's my client, and she has become a real friend, but I'm also seeing Nikki and Eve. What could be better? Nikki and Eve in the house.
Yeah, we have some other people here as well.
Who do we got?
We have two Jessicas and
Oh,
Dee.
what's
And let me
up?
see.
What's up? Everybody
And Dee just told,
subscribe. Yeah, subscribe.
yeah, and if you could hit the like button, that would be great. Yeah, Dee was just talking about, like with me, she likes the cookies and the pie and the mashed potatoes during this time of year. I'm like, yeah,
Oof.
totally me as well.
Well, Margie, let's get this going. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, first of all, why don't we start off with, with Chris Mind Body Spirit and the challenges that you have. How about you tell them about the challenge you had last night?
Oh, Lord. Okay, so the way I coach Margie is actually what I do every day. The way I talk to Eve or Nikki or anybody that I give any advice, it's actually what I practice. So I told Margie, a couple of days ago, we were talking, Margie, I'm going to eat so clean until Thanksgiving. I got nothing, no social, no socializing. So my sister goes, hey, I can't say no to my sister. She's a tough person to say no. I love my sister. She's great. She goes, hey, Nusha, which is her cardiologist friend, their fellow cardiologist. He's a friend of the family for 25 years. And Nusha wants to go to San Mateo. I was like, uh-oh, that sounds like an Italian restaurant. Could you join us last night? And now I'm thinking, I was eating so clean because if anybody here watches my videos, I'm going to New Jersey to see my cousin Nancy, Angela, David, Johnny, their kids, and on my mom's side, because my parents, as Margie knows, are in Europe. So I was going to go to my sister's house for Thanksgiving. We love Thanksgiving, but no, we're going to New Jersey. There's some big people in the family, if you know what I mean, and we're going to be eating whatever we want, Margie. So I thought I was safe. But last night I said, okay. So my challenge was I want to be 189 or 190 on the schnoz until Thanksgiving Day. Just like I challenged Margie, I challenged myself. Well, I ate clean all day. It was a wonderful, real Italian brick oven pizza. So it was a brick oven pizza, Margie, with
Mm.
yeah, we'll get to the comments, Margie, later. We'll get to the comments. And because there's going to be too many coming in making fun of me. So, but I'm talking about a nice thin crust round. We had a shrimp avocado toast. It was so oily. My sister gave me some of her pizza. Then we went across. It was, if you guys know New York, 2nd Avenue and 82nd Street, the Upper East Side. Then we went to get gelato. We went to get Italian ice cream across the street. Sure, why not? A huge. I sent a picture to Margie last night. And you know what? After that, I realized I'm fasting till Thursday. I'm joking. I'm not. But today is just oranges and meat. I've only had oranges. I might have some meat and some sweet potato. Because what I've learned is the challenge is not that you had a cheat night. What do you do the next day? What do you do leading up until? That's what Margie and I want to talk about. Surviving the holidays. Ho, 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 ho. So I only gained, honestly, Margie, I only gained 0.6 pounds. But if I had my way, I would be home. I would make chicken breast or chicken thighs. Thank you, Eve, for the chicken thighs ideas. Chicken thighs with a little bit of sweet potato, and I probably would have been down. But you know what? I love my sister. Margie's coming to New York. What do you think? Margie and I are going to the fruit stand? Are you kidding? When I go to eat with Margie, I'm gonna some real food, real New York hearty, fun food. But that's the whole point, guys. You have to have a life, but you have to be good 80 to 90% of the time. What do you think, Margie, about all that? What do you think?
That's exactly what I have found with working with you. And sometimes there are monkey wrenches that come. And when I was doing the Halloween challenge, I had some things come up that were just like, you have to be kidding me. You mean we're going out to Olive Garden and I've got this funeral thing, and I know that my cousins are going to have this ridiculous amount of food that's going to be really tempting. And what am I going to, it's like, okay, calm down, plan for it, be careful, but enjoy. And I did just fine. I still lost 22 pounds in that, what was it, about 8 weeks. So, go with the flow.
Margie has frozen. Can you guys, there she is. You're back. You're back, Margie.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And I'm learning more strategies. And I have somebody I can text or call and say, what am I gonna do about this and now that, and all of that. But yeah, I mean, there's always something fun coming up, right? I mean, there's always and we're going to be in New York too. We'd like to meet you for lunch or dinner. And you're like, but I was only going to eat out once a day. No. And then you're like, no, you can always order something that is, there are options that are more healthy. You don't have to. I'm like, you're right. You're right.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's like the old me. I mean, God, Margie, I changed. And the people in the comments, I've changed so much. The old me, I would have hid under my bed when my sister texted me. I would have been like, I got the call. I got a flu. Remember the joke, Margie? Yeah, I can't attend Thanksgiving. I got a sudden flu. You can lie. You can lie all you want. But the problem is life happens. Look how far Margie has come. I mean, she's not going to gain 30 pounds in New York. She might gain 2. Big deal. Big deal. But before then, Margie, tell everybody, tell the class what is happening this week and everything leading up to New York with your travel, with the brownies. Tell everybody the reality of this week. All right.
Okay. Well, the reality is that I am being super, super, super strict with myself today and tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I am basically either water fasting. I probably will just have fruit. All the way. I probably have fruit all the way from going. I'll leave at like 10:30, probably 10:30, because it's going to take me a little bit longer. I don't want to be driving in the dark. To get to Kansas, it's 6 hours. And so I'm just not going to, I mean, it's easy. I just don't eat. And except for some fruit and that kind of thing, some water. And then we're going to have appetizers. And they've asked me to bring brownies. Yes, the brownies that I love, those chocolate brownies. It's from this vanilla bean book, and it's just amazing. And not that I'm so good, but they're really good brownies. And chocolate and white chocolate drizzle, because I want it to be pretty, right? Some extra yummy, right? And they're going to be there right next to me the whole trip. But I'm going to put them really pretty, so that's like, if you get rid of one, everybody's going to know that you ate one. So don't eat one. So that's one trick. And I'm only making a small 6x6 inch one, and I'm making them two. So there's 4x4 cuts. So there's 16. So it's 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch, so that they're less deadly. So that when I have one, they're not going to be 500 calories.
There you go. There you go.
And then I'm going to okay, so then it's things. I will not be able to probably get a whole lot of exercise in on Wednesday. That will be my rest day. I've already said that's my rest day. It's a travel day, it's a rest day. But I will make sure I get my workout. I got it yesterday, and I will do it Tuesday. I will get my strength training in. Obviously, I'm going to get plenty of exercise. I will get some exercise before I leave on Wednesday. But it's going to be a basically rest day. But I'm going to need to walk a little bit, do something. And then on Thursday, I'm going to take a nice long walk before the Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm only going to have Thanksgiving dinner. I might actually have a little bit of fruit, maybe, possibly, but basically that. And then I'm either going to travel home, depending on what time they have it, and I haven't asked them what time they're going to have it, or I'm going to leave the next day, but I'm only going to eat once. And then I'm going to just be really clean eating on, Wednesday, or not Wednesday. Yeah, right. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm just going to eat clean eating. Well, actually, I might have a sweet potato starch type of day on Sunday, and then I will be really good on Monday, and then on Tuesday I'll leave really super early, and I think I'm just not going to eat anything, because I'm not even going to get into New York until 2:30, because there's a layover, and by the time I get the luggage and everything, it's going to be time for dinner. So I will have it'd be a one meal day. So I'm already starting off in a good place for Tuesday.
You're coming Tuesday, December 2nd?
Yes.
So between Thanksgiving and Tuesday, you're going to be fantastic. Fantastic. So that's how I always look at it, like we're going to have to choose our battles wisely, because I noticed that what happens to me, we're going to Tom's River. I love that name, Tom's River, New Jersey. And they can eat over there. These second cousins of ours, they can really, really eat. And so they're going to definitely have a huge table of food. And so we're not sleeping over. If we sleep over, it's going to be Friday eating with them. You see what I'm getting at? It's going to be, oh, take these leftovers. No. I don't do leftovers. So it's like, I don't do that. I have my Thanksgiving. I already told Margie, I'm not going to go nuts, but I'm going to eat whatever. I'm going to eat whatever I want. Hopefully you can still hear me and see me. Can you hear
There
me?
was just a little
Yeah,
your
the
voice
phone
cut out.
the phone calls coming in. I got to be careful with that. It cuts off for some reason the live stream.
Mhm.
So I'm like, you know what? Today is going to be a little bit of knowledge is a phenomenal thing. You okay, Margie?
Yeah, I'm okay. I was just looking at
Uh,
something.
a little bit of knowledge. Oranges and eggs and potatoes are unbelievably filling. I just had 4 oranges, small mandarins. I'm gonna buy on the corner. There's 5 mandarins for $2. Some more, and I'm eating that as soon as we're done with the live. I'm going to the gym, and today is eggs, oranges, and sweet potato. You cannot continue. Oh, it's we had the pizza. Let me just take it easy. I'm so hard on myself. That's it. You're doomed. You then it's going to spill into this is the old me, Margie. Well, Thanksgiving's Thursday. Get it? You start making it Thanksgiving week, and I tell you, from today till January 1st, I gained 6 to 10 pounds. Not this time, Sheriff Margie. Not this time, Marshall. Not your deputy here. Not this time.
Yes.
Because I
Chris is
hate,
accountable to me.
I
And
am.
all his other clients.
I'm also accountable to Eve and anybody that I talk to because I'm like, what kind of a coach am I? What kind of example? And I'm not at the perfect body. I'm not at my perfect weight. But boy, am I ahead of the game this year. Am I totally ahead of the game? So we're going to talk a little bit about strategies. So I want to ask Margie some questions, and she's going to chime in. I'm going to tell you my strategies of surviving the holidays. Well, let me say something right now, even to the drinker and partier, Nikki Fleming, who loves to drink and party, is that be honest. Nikki, I will answer that later, but it's an hour and a half to New Jersey. It's an hour and a half. But I'll answer all the comments later. But basically, if you're not a drinker, which Margie and I are not, you're way ahead of the game. The thousands of calories with wine, beer, shots, mixed drinks. Oh, Christmas cheer. Let me tell you something. Not that I gave up drinking. I drink twice a year. Three. I have a couple of drinks. I'm like, oof, I'm just not into that. Margie knows because we have during the coaching session, I always tell her about my personal life. I'm not drinking. I'm not, that's not even in my, you know what I mean? Like people really have a problem. My friend Phil, whom I love, sorry to use your real name, Phil. I love you. I hope he cut down, but his getting close to 300 pounds, Margie, was drinking, eating, and even smoking. People don't understand many overweight people are smokers. It's all a hot mess, Margie. Smoking can screw up your weight loss. That's a whole other discussion. But just I want to ask Margie a question. So when you leave New York City, I know your strategies for New York. When you come back, you talk to me that Christmas was not so bad. And even leading up to Christmas is not so bad. You told me Christmas Eve was a hot mess. Tell me a little bit how you guys celebrate in Colorado.
Well, in Colorado, in our family anyway. So we usually, for some reason, my church's candlelight service is always later, and usually when we have something else, I usually don't end up going there. So I sometimes will go to my brother and sister-in-law's church to their candlelight service, and then we go after that to their house And we have this big thing, and this year we have tortilla soup, and of course there's always, all these, like usually there's like churros that are freshly made, and they got to have the chocolate sauce with it. Of course, we got the sugar and the cinnamon, and then we have to have all the special, all the other things that go with that. There's like a dozen different things for dinner only, and then there's there's all the desserts, and Gina will make her special biscotti and different cookies, and Missy will have some candy, and all these different things, and it's and there's the hot cocoa and the cider and the whole 9 yards, and it's so yummy. And then we have Christmas presents. Sometimes we have Christmas presents, and then we have dessert, and because we open them on
This is Christmas Eve.
Eve.
So that's the big day, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it's just a nice dinner on Christmas, and usually sometimes it's at Jonathan Gina's house. That's my older nephew and his wife. Sometimes it's Busy's house. Sometimes I don't know, sometimes I go somebody else's house. But anyway, it's not as it's sort of like we're here for a celebration, but it's just like a normal one. But it's the big shindig on Christmas Eve. And that's the way it goes.
Well, you know what? As your coach, that's the day to have fun. But don't make it, I'm with my girlfriend and I'm doing Christmas shopping in Denver. Like, this is my mistake. I'm telling you my mistake. I'm with my friend or with my sister, with my mom in the past, and we're in Christmas shopping. Ooh, we're at Bloomingdale's on the 5th floor of Bloomingdale's, as I'll show Margie, are all their desserts and their special Bloomingdale's yogurt and ice cream bar and hot chocolate. So what happens is if you do 3-4 days of Christmas shopping, what? You're going to stop in your favorite places. And those places are never, let me get a chicken breast and asparagus. Margie will get the asparagus. I'll get the chicken breast. They'll throw us out.
And we'll have a fruit cup. Yeah,
they'll throw us out. They're going to be like, you bah humbugs. And then they'll give us a double cheeseburger and sweet potato fries. So you see, I associate my life with wait, I'm laughing at Nikki. Nikki's cracking everybody up. She goes, "Oh no, Margie, I've changed my mind hearing your menu. You need to cancel Christmas." Yeah. But look, we haven't come this far to come this far. We are going to enjoy the holidays. Margie's birthday. What's your birthday, Margie?
The 7th of January.
Is that a big party day in your family?
Of course, they're celebrating my birthday. I'm turning this too.
Yeah, and you're the greatest person in Colorado. So do you celebrate New Year's Eve and New Year's Day?
No.
You're lucky. So you got out of that. Okay. So from Christmas Eve till your birthday, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and on my birthday, I'm not going to be like, I thought about it, it's like, I could make this a big cheat day, and I could eat this, and I could eat that. I'm like, I'm going to get sick, by the way, because I'm not used to eating all of that, and I don't need to do that. One lovely time where I have somebody makes me a special cake and a special dinner. I don't know. Probably I'll request something that's Mexican because I love Mexican food.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
And it's like, that's the meal. You have the fruit and the coffee, and then you have your nice meal, and then I'm a good girl for a long time. Yeah.
That's awesome. And to tell people, by the way, Nikki, you're the best, Nikki Fleming. I joke around about Nikki, but Nikki knows how much I love her. She was my first subscriber. Thank you, Nikki. You're so great. I know everybody's working. It's hard to comment, Eve and everybody else. I wish you would throw, but Nikki is commentator supreme. But I want to say this too about, for the people, one thing, but my mentor, whose name was Chris, also years ago in the gym, said to me, he said, and I tell this to Margie all the time, the reason why Americans have a weight problem is they don't eat enough carbohydrates. When I first heard that, I went, what's he talking about, Willis? Right? Different strokes. And he was like, think about it. You're trying to low carb, low carb, low carb, low carb. Then you hit a Mexican restaurant with Margie. Then you go get ice cream and you explode. But if you gradually had carbs, Margie lost all the weight by eating lots of carbs, people. She's always has carb days. She always has, she could tell you, I'm not going to tell you guys, she'll tell you what she's eating. If you have good, delicious potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, beans, whatever you like, fruits, vegetables, occasional sourdough, the cravings will go away. That's what I want to tell everybody. The freedom came from me when I said in my prior channel, this is fitness for the rest of us. I hate fitness only for people in the fitness industry. 6 meals a day, little Tupperware. We're going to be, you know what I mean? So, Nikki, come, Nikki. We'll squeeze.
Yeah, I wish you could come too.
We'll squeeze you in Margie's room. You got to give her $50 a day. Anyway. But we're trying to reach Brick or anybody in the New York area. I'm going to text Ryan, high carb regenerator. Maybe he wants to meet Margie and me for a drink. But you know what's really funny? There aren't many people in New York City that do YouTube or that even follow me. It's crazy. When I had nearly 2,000 subscribers, Nikki remembers this. Upstate New York, Long Island, Pennsylvania, of course, Florida, Colorado, California, Canada. I got contacted again today by my client. She sent me a nice text from Costa Rica. I had guys in Australia, Japan, Singapore. I had people, but no New Yorkers. Interesting, right? Very, 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 very interesting. And so, guys, if you eat more carbs, and Nikki is very balanced, that's what I love about, and Eve is very balanced. That if you think you're just going to be, if I put Margie on an extreme, she would have said, no way, Jose. I can't be only. And Margie, tell us a little bit about your dieting history. Have you ever done extreme diets? Tell us a little bit before you met me, what you did over the years that you stuck to for a pretty good amount.
Anything that I've stuck to for a good amount of time, well, mainly I have tried things that are more reasonable. In my 20s, I tried low fat, very low fat. Then I tried just, making sure I was doing exchanges, and I was really, really careful about exchanges and having a certain amount. That was in the 30s. I did pretty well and maintained it for a couple of years, and then I kind of gradually messed it up. I got rid of a lot of the sugars and things like that, like the sugary sodas and things like that. And extra snack foods and things like that in the 40s, when I was in my 40s. And then in 2020, that's where I started to get some extremes, because I would do intermittent fasting, but I would do 20 hours fasting, 4 hours of eating, and try to get 2 meals in. I would try OMAD from time to time. I tried 64 hours fasting 1 week, and then I gained 3 pounds doing that the next week, because I just was I couldn't get below a certain point, which Chris helped me get past. But I kept fasting and fasting and fasting until I just finally exploded, and not exploded, figuratively speaking, and started binging. That was a wake up call of, do not do that. But then this year, I was like, oh, but I could try, those 72-hour fasts and the autophagy and all that kind of thing. And and then I stopped my weight loss, and I only had it while I was doing that. And then, after 3 times, I'm like, I can't, I've had enough for now. That's enough. And then I tried the sugar diet to try to get to try to get off the plateau. So I lost the 7, kept 5 off, and then I couldn't lose anything for about a month. It was like, and then I think I maybe lost maybe half a pound during that time. Then I started listening to Chris, and it's like, okay, I started doing better. And the extremes. That's the whole thing, is in the middle of the year, in the first part of the year, I lost a lot. Middle of the year, I tried the extremes and had to kind of get out of that. And I lost very little. I think I only lost in the middle from May until the end of, almost the end of August. I think I only lost, I think I lost 22, 23 pounds, something like that, in that whole entire time. And now, here I am now. Where am I at? Hold on a second
New low.
here.
New low today. Yeah.
Yeah, 261, 227, that's 34 pounds.
Yes.
And that's just 3 months. So see, and I didn't do extremes. I mean, okay, there was the getting past the plateau, and I did do 2 days of fasting to get past the plateau, water fasting. Well, actually, I didn't actually do water. I did 1 water fast day, and then I had like fruit, avocado and fruit in the morning, and then I fasted the rest of the day. And anyway, I got past it. And that was the only extreme that I did. I guess there was another little plateau where there was some coffee and stuff. Anyway, but it wasn't that extreme. And
that's awesome.
But so except for when I need to break a plateau, I have not gone on an extreme, and it was just a very temporary one. And and I have done so much better by not being extreme, but keeping my calories. I mean, not that I mean, if I'm not hungry, I don't eat. If I'm hungry, I will eat, but I will eat.
Common sense.
Eat the whole foods.
That's right.
Eat the whole foods.
That's right.
And if you're still hungry, don't eat the brownies and the whatever. Eat the turkey and the chicken and that kind of, and the fruit and vegetables, that kind of thing. And that's how I'm not starving at all. And that's how I've been able to get a lot of weight off, is not being extreme, but keeping things in a more clean state. And I still, I have cheat days. I mean, I cheat meals. I mean, I keep saying that over and over again. And almost every week I have a cheat meal, and I enjoy it. Whatever it is, whether it's, enchiladas with lots of cheese, or, some piece of chocolate cake, or, I have Haagen-Dazs Rocky Road ice cream, which I love. Yes. Or whatever it is, I get to enjoy it, or I get to go to the birthday party, or,
right.
Whatever it is, I get to have a life. And that's the whole thing, is don't be, that's what I found for me anyway. Now, there are some people who've done extremes and they've lost the weight and they've kept it off, but they usually don't have a whole bunch of weight to lose. Like
that's
me.
right. That's right. Oh, there's so much brilliance in what Margie just said, because, if you guys think that Margie and I sit around with calculators and textbooks and we're going to be eating perfect protein and perfect carbs and guys, this is so much of it is, I always kind of wonder, how does Margie operate? How does she operate? How does she live? What's it like with friends and people at church? What's it like with her brothers? What's it like with her nieces? It's not Margie sitting home alone, consuming fitness content, that Margie's going to be so perfect. Are you kidding me? And it's like, there's so many great things she said. When you stop being extreme, the weight comes off. Because I do like occasionally the 20-hour fast and the OMAD and the 4-hour to break through a plateau. Sure. Margie and I decided to go fasting. She was like, I cannot get out of this plateau. Well, we've never fasted since then. And for people that don't know my concept, Exactly, Nikki. It's called common sense. Of course. But Nikki, common sense is uncommon. People don't understand the basics. Margie said something that we love to talk about. Well, I'm not hungry. Why do I need to eat? All coaches say, but you need to eat this meal and then you need to have a snack. But then because of the metabolism, really? Margie's doing just fine. It is now in New York City. What time is it? Almost 1 o'clock. I've had 3 mandarins and a cup of coffee. I'm not hungry. Last night I had pizza and gelato. Common sense. So if you're not hungry, will I have a little Greek yogurt or something small just before the gym? Yeah, I need a little energy for the gym. But Margie said so many great things in that. That was beautiful. But most people just go on diets. I think it was Nikki in my comments section once said, "Hey, how come 95% of the people gain the weight back or something crazy?" And I'm like, because they're following an extreme diet.
Sean John,
Where's Sean John? I don't see
he
him.
just came in.
Oh,
He's
okay,
there.
cool.
I'm
Hey,
sorry, go
Sean.
ahead.
So it's really kind of strange. Like, why would people go back to their old behavior? I had recently had 7 excited clients. 5 are gone, 2 remain. Isn't that interesting? And Margie knows I'm not doing anything crazy or extreme. I work with people with incredible passion. I'm always a phone call or text away. People give up on themselves. They say, "Oh man, I don't know. I don't want to weigh myself every day. I don't want to weigh myself." It's like when someone says that, I get so upset. You have no idea. Or I don't want to take measurements or I don't want to count. So why am I coaching you then? Okay, we're going to have a good time. Just talk about the weather. It's like, weigh yourself. The truth will set you free. This morning, I'm 192.6. Margie has a current low. What was it? 227 flat? Almost.
227.1.
Jesus. Tomorrow, Margie is going to be in the 220, high 226s. So, guys, it's your weekly low. If this
Yeah,
week.
and that's what I.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. That's why I wanted to do these shorts to show, look, I don't always have a linear line down. It goes up a little, it goes down, it might stay the same a little bit. But I weigh myself every day and I don't worry about it. It's like, okay, it kind of gives me knowledge that, and I found out the sweet potatoes are not causing me the problem. And that's what, this way, sorry. That's what he was trying to tell me. Try sweet potatoes, try a way of doing that so that you can have some starch. And it's like, yeah, I'm finding it. It's great in a breakfast scramble or something, or a hash or something, and I like it that way. I just don't like it all by itself. Anyway, yeah. So go ahead. But I want to actually one thing from Nikki. She asked me how I managed before I lost a lot of weight before you. Well, I started off. Usually, it's easier at the beginning, and I started off with all whole foods. But I didn't have them all the time. I would have them 4 days a week. And then I would I didn't have any ultra processed foods the other 3 days. And then I started to get used to the more whole foods. It started pulling me more toward eating more and more whole foods. And I did great until I started doing stupid things like 72-hour fast and the sugar fast and all of that. So I kind of veered off track is the problem that I had and had to get back on. So there we go. I'm sorry to have interrupted you, but I just wanted to put in that, it's okay to weigh yourself every day. It's information. I know sometimes I get freaked out and go, oh, I'm up and this and that and wow. And Chris has to remind me, it's fine. It's normal. It's your weekly low, and now he doesn't have to say that as much.
Yeah. People say like, wow, losing only 1 or 2 pounds a week. God, that's so slow. Yeah, right. You lose 1 or 2 pounds a week and you keep it off in 5 weeks. That's 10 pounds. Margie, in 5 weeks, if she were down 10 permanent pounds, I think she would sign up for that because we're not gaining it back. We're not gaining
Right.
it back. So, and by the way, and as Nikki wrote, I love Nikki, I never weigh daily. Weekly suits me better. Well, Nikki doesn't have a lot of weight to lose. She looks great. But for people that really want to knock off 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 100 pounds, Sean John hit a week. I'm not even coaching Sean John, but Sean John's a friend of mine. He texted me this morning, new low, 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 low. Sean John texted me new low. So I tell Sean John, weigh yourself every day. What if it goes up and down, but every week you see a new low? And then the following week, a new low. And then a following. Who cares about the ups and downs? You're low, you keep trending down. And when you get to my size, my height and my size, it's not about weight. It's about the body, Margie. You know that. It's about what are you trying to build? It's a little bit different. I'm not trying to lose scale weight. I just know that I'm a little fluffy. I'm a little fluffy. And I know that if I don't diet until Thursday, it's on me. I can gain 4 pounds this week. I'm not going to do that to myself. Tomorrow, I want to see me down over a pound. And it's pretty predictable, by the way. It's pretty predictable. Yeah. Nikki goes, I'm uncoachable. Well, Nikki, because you don't have a lot to lose. Nikki's my friend, so she'll send me pictures with her friends, and she's the skinniest one with all her fat friends. So, Nikki, you are a beauty queen. You're Miss Spain 2025. Okay, calm down. All right, so you look great. So, like Nikki, I could coach Nikki to lose her last 7-8 pounds, but she has to do some things that she's not willing to do. So, because you have to weigh yourself every day and you have to be strict, 1 pound a week. In 7 weeks, you will be down 7 pounds because she's at that level where she has to take it slow. Margie, I told Margie if she wants, she can lose 7 pounds this week, but that's pushing it. It's also Thanksgiving. The more weight you have, the easier it is to lose. I know Margie doesn't always want to hear that, but it's true. When Margie gets below 200, that's when I fly out to Denver, and as a drill sergeant, I rent the house next door. And every morning I blow my whistle at 4 a.m. Let's go, you and the cats. Let's work out.
Oh, Sean John says, I'm being patient, but am definitely seeing results. So that's great, Sean John. So
Now,
I
for
think maybe,
some reason, Sean John does not come through on the live. I can't block him. It's your channel. So I cannot see Sean John. Isn't that interesting?
well, I will read whatever is Sean John's. Now, I kind of wanted to see if we could see if we had some questions for you. Surviving the holiday kind of questions, or any kind of questions that you guys have. Would you please let us know, and I will read Sean John's for you.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would love
looking on
to.
my
Never seems to
computer.
happen.
Yeah, I don't see Sean John.
He's there.
Nikki just wrote, I can't see Sean John either. Sean John, did you do something in settings? So Nikki can't see Margie. Why could only you see Sean John?
Special powers. I don't know.
Sean
Or at
John,
least somebody.
Sean John is
I'm a ghost.
Sean John is incognito.
Yeah, he says I'm a ghost. I'm so delusional. I can only see him. I don't know, but I'll read Sean John's
All
comments.
right, any questions? Because I don't have that much time. I got a few minutes, but not that much time.
Yeah.
Any questions,
yeah.
comments for the expert coach, Margie Mitchell?
Okay. It says I'm the number 2 commenter ever. Even. Oh
Ooh.
yeah. It says Oh, Sean John says he's a number 2 comment. Yeah. Well, we'll see if anybody has any questions, but I wanted to thank Chris very much for coming and um, giving us some great tips to survive the holidays. Um, I know that I'm feeling much less pressure. I mean, I still very much want to to keep losing and and to mitigate my happy celebration traveling experiences and whatnot, but I'm going to enjoy myself and I'm learning better. Okay, you need to kind of be motivated, but don't overdo it. Don't overdo I have to do this by this time or that, but like that that gets to be a little too much. It's like, I'm going to do the right thing. It's going to be fine. Breathe. Right? Okay, let me see. Okay, we don't have any other questions.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just looking back in the comments. I just wanted to tell people about Margie's resolve, her strength. I offered Margie 2 paths a couple of days ago. I said, choose wisely, Mr. Potter, Harry Potter. I said, Margie, you can take all the pressure off. Just eat responsibly, have fun. We can start again New Year's Day, or you can really be strict and have fun during certain days. Margie did not want to stop until New Year's Day. She's like, no, 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 no. Because what could easily happen? I said, Margie, would you like that scale to go up 5-6 pounds? Would you be okay with the scale going up 5-6 pounds, Margie, until New Year's Day? Margie went, no, I do not want that scale. And I was like, you have chosen wisely. Because I think that Margie, she's a big girl. She's a big girl. She's smart. She's really smart. She knows no cheat days, but cheat meals. And she could have fun Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving, and her birthday. But isn't there 98% of the days in between that? She's going to have a good time in New York, but they're not going to be massive cheat days. They're not.
Oh, come
You
on! I
know?
want a whole large New York pizza to myself.
Well,
Yeah.
that I told Margie, I'm taking Margie out. It's my treat, of course, to this wonderful
Aw.
thin crust pizza joint. And I want to treat Margie, but we're going to see the sights. We're going to have fun. I'm trying to carve out a couple of days to spend with Margie. She's also going to see her family, but she's in control. She's by herself in a hotel. She's not with people putting food in her mouth. It's just ridiculous.
No, you're right. Exactly. I'm in control, and yeah, as you say, I have options if I do have something with my nephew and his family, and it sometimes it seems overwhelming because you just, oh, I want everything to be exactly in my control, exactly whatever it's, but I'm going to have more fun this way, and I'm going to learn something, and I'm going to learn new strategies. So, I can look at it with a more positive spin on it. And yeah, I'm going to.
When Margie's in New York, she doesn't even know this. I'm going to kick Margie's butt in New York. I'm going to give her all this free coaching, extra walking coaching, stride, mobility exercise. She has no idea what I have planned for her. Walk with me in New York. And by the way, if anybody's around the New York area, I know it's hard to come now, but we would love to join you. We're trying to get Brick involved, and Brick is on her own, Melissa, her own weight loss journey too. And it's like, it's not about perfection. I told Margie, I remember when Margie signed up to my coaching plan, and I said to her, would you be okay that you get the body of your dreams in a year from now or more? She went, yeah. You know what people tell me? Oh, in 3 months, can't I lose it all in 2-3? I'm like, you want to
I
lose
wasn't
it?
that delusional.
Yeah. Look at those. Look at those cats. Oh, look at that Fluffy.
This is
Oh,
Isabella, my
oh,
prettiest kitty.
oh, hey, Isabella. Oh, so cute. Fluffy.
Yes, she is. She's
How,
a rag doll.
how many cats you
There,
got these days? 4?
I have 7 altogether. 2 are outside.
Wow. Do they ever fight or they're good?
There are 2 that are the 2 girls don't get along very well. So Barley and Isabella don't get along particularly well. So because Isabella is the queen and Barley is the princess, and so they both think that they're in charge. So there we go.
I want to address what Nikki just wrote. I have a great story. She goes, I have traveled the world and I've never seen food like you got in the US. Crazy size portions. No,
Oh,
and let me tell a story that I've told Margie. I think I've got a really great friend named Maggie, and she's an actress. She's married, lives in Hollywood. Well, Maggie came not this summer, 2 summers ago, to do some errands in New York City and visit some people. So we went out. So Maggie and I went out. So Maggie and I went to a restaurant that one of the stars of The Sopranos opened up on the West Side. His name was Chris. His the actor on the show, he was called Chris Soprano, and he started his restaurant. You know what Maggie and I did? We shared a couple of appetizers, had a beer, had the best time. I was down a half a pound the next day. So to address what Nikki wrote, you don't have to have the whole portion. The portions are very generous. Maggie is very lean. She's in her 50s. You know how she does it? She walks her dog in the Hollywood Hills. She eats the same thing every day, grilled foods, oatmeal. She's never had a weight problem, but she's also an actress. So she's always on the move, exercising. But portions are a thing. That's right, Nikki. Portions are a thing. And no, don't say just say no. You know.
yeah. Oh, Sean John, you had Maine Coons. They're lovely. I had one for a little while, and I had to take him back to the only cat I ever took back to the shelter. He didn't get along with my other cats. He intimidated my older cats. So I brought him back, and 27 hours later, he was adopted. Of course, I brought him
Oh,
back all fluffy, and I had made sure he was all blow dried and beautiful, and no mats or anything like that. And he'd gained a lot of weight because he was really thin, and so I knew he would be adopted. He was only 3 years old, so it's the only cat I ever took back to the shelter. But yes, he was lovely. It just didn't work well with my other cats. I'm
well,
sorry. I didn't
my my landlord unfortunately does not. My landlord does not allow pets, but this is my dream pet when I move out of here. How cute is this dog? My favorite dog is the English Bulldog.
So cute.
I would spoil him rotten. I like fat dogs. I like cute, stocky, fat dogs. I love English bulldogs. That's my dream dog. Unfortunately, I can't have pets, but in the future, this is my guy.
Oh, yes. I wish for you to have a sweet English bulldog.
You
Nice
see them.
puppy to start off with.
You see them in New York. You see them in New York
Whoa.
City. They're about $6,000 to $8,000 purebred. You can get them cheaper if you leave the city. But Margie and I are in our 50s. Of course you are. Of course you are.
Plus
Guys,
a few years.
I got to get going. If there's any more
Yeah.
comments or like and subscribe to Margie and to Chris. Body, mind, and spirit. By the way, I'm starting Margie and I. Oh, we got to tell you, we got to make a live video about starting social media pages. We were dying of laughter. Margie and I told Margie I'm 100 years old. I am Rip
And I'm
Van Winkle.
190.
YouTube is easy. Try starting a Rumble page or look at the new Facebook or look at Odyssey or look at Instagram. I swear to God, I was lost and I would call Margie. Do you know what? And we're like, let's call Eve. Eve is the queen of social media. Although Eve was booted out, Meta kicked Eve off of Facebook and Instagram because I started 2 days ago. TikTok. I'm on TikTok, Body, Mind, and Spirit. Rumble. I started Instagram, Facebook, and Margie was laughing at me because I was like, Margie, it's so hard. How come I can't post? How come I can't upload videos?
Oh, Rumble is horrible. I still can't upload. And it's like, but yeah, and then the Facebook thing, that was funny because he was getting this feed that was just awful. I'm like, you gotta have friends. You gotta make friend requests and you gotta follow certain people. So at least make a friend with me and that'll help with your feed. He goes, oh, it will never. I'm like, I promise it'll help. And then I was like, oh, you can follow like Red Doors for Jesus. That'll help get
It's
you the right kind of
ridiculous.
feed.
Ridiculous. Because by
So
the
I
way,
think your feed is better now.
for people who don't know what I'm talking about, I am anti social media. Nikki, I don't understand your comment. You did CF? Why? I don't understand what she means. What do you mean I did what? So I would like to speak freely. I was thinking of going on Truth Social X, but they're too political. I'm not political. I just want to speak freely. And Margie knows what I mean. And so we were like, let's go to Rumble, but it's a mess. So I want to be able to really speak from my heart without the watchdogs. You can't say that. You can't do that. You can't do that on YouTube. So look out for Chris BMS, Body, Mind, and Spirit on TikTok, Facebook, Rumble, Instagram. I'm on all of them. I haven't done shit on any of those channels yet, but I'm on all of those channels. Yeah, because Nikki, guess why I joined all those other platforms? Take a wild guess, Nikki. I'm not going to say it. You know why. So, so
He just wants to be found. Let's just put it
yeah,
that way.
I was lost and now I am found. Margie found me in the streets. Let me look at Snake Diet. Did they get rid of Cole? So Cole is hanging on. He has one video, Cole. Why? Because he has 2 strikes against him. And he has 186 subscribers, and he thinks he's going to be permanently removed. Guys, Google, I love you, Google. I love you. So yeah, I'm baffled. I know you're baffled, Nikki, because can't say what you want to say. That's all I'm going to say. And be what you want to be. And Nikki, start a channel. Let me see how long you survive with your caca mouth. Nikki, start a channel and express yourself. Oh, hello, I'm Nikki Fleming. I'm going to start a channel. Let me see how you do. They'll remove your ass, Nikki. They'll remove your sexy ass in 3 days.
It'll probably take him a little longer than that, but yeah.
Sean John, you have a great story, a great family, a great wife, Sean John. Start a channel,
Yeah, I mean,
Nikki,
you're going to get a few people that are... Go ahead.
Nikki, figure it out. I can't believe she's asking these questions. So why join other platforms? Figure it out. I can't believe she's asking this because they don't censor. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. Nikki, start a channel on YouTube. Ryan got a couple of strikes. High carb regenerator. You start as soon as you start mixing in hot topics, Christ, Judaism, Islam, politics, whatever you want to say, drug companies, the jab. or even say, why is Margie so pretty? They'll give you a strike because you said why Margie's so pretty. Anything you say when you speak freely, you know.
Of course, Christmas.
I'm
What
looking
would
at
you say?
never. I wouldn't last 5 minutes. Also, hate the hideous trolls. You see what I mean? Then you would fight with them, Nikki, and then they would give you strikes. Do you see the game if you want to have a YouTube show? So I know what I've
Yeah.
learned. Say whatever you want. If I think you're too hideous, I will just ban you from the channel. But that's the game of YouTube, you know?
Yeah, you don't really get too many trolls until you get more subscribers, or you have a video that's particularly popular, and then you're going to get some people that are trollish and whatnot. You can get some people that are special, but they're not like too special. They're just a little, yeah. Yeah, I won't even go there. But anyway, you're gonna get a few whatevers, and I've learned to let it roll off a little bit better. I had one comment yesterday that was like, it was from his personal trainer, supposedly person who has a channel, and it was all negative stuff. And about
Wait,
how I've lost a lot of weight and I'm going to have and my loose skin, and I'm like, thank you. I really appreciate that. That just
on
makes me
your
feel so much better
on your video or your short?
on my short.
What was the short called?
It was the one with the it had the shrimp in the bowl.
Losing 100 pounds by New Year's Eve?
Yeah, but look at the one that has the shrimp. The thumbnail is the shrimp in the bowl with the avocado
All right,
and
let me
cucumber.
let me read here. Oh, but she's great. If this is Sitchned, she's one of my great subscribers. She wrote, "Don't lock your knees on leg press."
Yeah, that was fine, but the other part was just kind of self-conscious. I mean, like I don't know. I guess she meant well, but it was like, could you say anything nice except to make me feel more self-conscious about having loose skin?
No, she didn't write about loose skin. This might be someone else. Did you remove that comment?
No. It's the same one.
No,
It says
nothing
something
about
about
loose
taking
skin.
collagen.
No,
Oh, if you're
she
losing
didn't.
weight.
She didn't write anything about loose skin. Strengthen your skin tissue. She didn't write anything
Oh,
about loose skin. She's also one of my favorites from Austria,
okay.
Sichaned. She means really well. She means really well.
Oh,
You
see, now
know.
that's the other thing is I don't know her, and I'm thinking, boy, it sounds kind of negative.
Oh,
Okay,
you're right. I hate that bitch.
whatever.
Yeah, I hate that bitch. You're right. Just kidding. She,
No,
I
no,
I
no.
like her a lot, but she wrote this down on the channel. Don't lock out your knees on leg press. You can lock out the knees, but I know what she means. Hold tension. Also, if you lose weight quick, try cupping. Okay. It stimulates collagen to strengthen your skin tissue. Also, try walking backwards. All really nice things, but I understand Margie. You read it and you're like, where are the positive comments? I know.
Yeah.
I know what Margie means. And like I said, I would comment back. I'm going to comment right back. I go, who the heck are you? Who the heck are you? And she knows me. She'll get the joke.
Well, see, that's the whole thing is I don't know. Things could be taken the wrong way is the other thing. But I mean, I think it would have been fine if there would have been just one positive thing first. I probably would have taken the whole thing a lot better. And yeah. But anyway, so you see, there's people not meaning to be that way, and it comes out that way. And then there are other people who are just they yeah. So, but you know what? It's just part of it. And just know that sometimes you're going to get dislikes because some people are just not going to like it popular and they decide they don't like it. I don't let dislikes bother me at all. It's something that boosts my channel, whether it's positive or negative in
Right.
that respect. But
Right.
yeah, you got to kind of laugh it off.
Well,
That's what I'm
guys,
learning.
everybody, I'm going to get Margie on my channel, and I'm going to get Eve on my channel, or Sean John. If you're out there, Sean John, you are the second place winner of the Halloween challenge. We are having a
That's
Christmas
right.
challenge, you know, it's not formal, but it's like if you guys want to, and Margie can start challenges on her channel. I don't like the word challenge. Contest. I like the word contest. Let's have fun. Let's have a contest. And it's like, you know, and winners only get $100,000. And that's, you know, Margie and I have a lot of jokes. We don't take this so seriously. She just wants to be the best Margie. I want to be the best Chris. And the people, especially in the comment section, I love Sean, John, Eve, Nikki. I don't know. Some of the people in the beginning have vanished. Jessica's have vanished.
Yeah,
I know
there's only 2 left.
Eve is working. Uh, I don't know the other person. Also, Margie and I are building to 100 subscribers, and so it's a lot easier when you have a lot of subscribers. You're going to get a lot of people on your show. But Margie, what are you doing today? Leave us with some positivity.
Oh, okay. Well, I am going to be, it's sunny out, and I think I'm going to take my walk before it gets in, because yesterday I wasn't able to walk outside because it started getting really colder and more whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to take about an hour and a half walk, because I'm going to the gym today, and I am just going to eat very clean, and I'm not going to eat if I'm not hungry.
Like the lighting?
Oh, yeah, there you go. That does
Uh,
something for your skin there.
there you go. I want Margie's skin secrets. Uh, Yeah, I got a bunch of errands. I've learned the power of writing things down, and I have a bunch of things I've checked off because I'm not fantastic at planning. I'm great in the moment, spontaneity. Oh, I got plans for Margie. All right, wait till she finds out. But uh, but no, I love encouraging Margie and just we always sell ourselves short. And I tell Margie, no, you can go much further and faster. And I don't think I've ever been wrong once, pushing her a little bit. I don't think I ever said anything unreasonable, but I'm going to the gym. I have to go into the city, do some errands. I got to do, again, always errands for my parents. They're selling their condo. And I'm going to be doing, yes, I've got a suntan. And I'm going to go do either legs or some back and arms in the gym, do a little bit of cardio. I'm only eating oranges today, 90% um, red meat, lean, and I'm having maybe some sweet potatoes. I'm not the least bit hungry because the piggy fest I had last night in San Mateo's. So, guys, I gotta run. Uh,
Thanks so much, Chris.
I'll see you in New York. No, before then, I got a feeling Margie and I will see you on a live. But guys, thank you. I gotta go. Oh.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Thank you, Nikki
everybody.
and Sean John and Eve and the 2 Jessicas and Dee who were here. I appreciate it very much.
Oh,
You guys have a great day.
Nikki bought my parents' condo. Yes. Nikki, you're my neighbor. You get back massages anytime. Bye, guys.
Thanks so much.